Shay here, and today I'm going to show you how I made the VAPORWEAVE from Asteria hair. Weave, see, weave, believe, weave, achieve, weave,
So inside the box you get a plastic bag for storage, an elastic band in case the elastic band in the wig isn't good enough for you, and 3D faux mink eyelashes. This one's kind of random, but I appreciated the lashes that they gave me before, so we'll see. This weave is listed on their site as their 613 blonde body wave lace front. This hair is 16 inches, but I did cut just a little bit off the ends. This hair has 4 combs, one at the top of the head, 2 on the sides, and 1 in the very back. Now let's go into the void. This is how I made VAPORWEAVE.
Commence tutorial. This is the wig before processing. The lace is 4x13 with ample parting space. Get a look at that cap construction. Looking so good. I sectioned off the hair and color-coded using hair ties. Then purple, pink, yellow, green, and blue are the colors we'll be using. We'll call these Thanos magical colors. First, purple. I'm using Overtone's Deep Conditioning Purple. Then, I'm using Color Jam Purple Passion to dilute the purple. And water, hot water, steamy. Now, I'm going to dip the hair in the pot, making sure the water's not too hot or boiling. And then I'm going to even out the hair and get as close to the root as I can. And then I'm going to pat dry, not rub, pat. And voila, a beautiful Thanos purple. Whee! Now to commence the pinkification, I'm using Manic Panic's Cotton Candy Pink. And I just repeated the same steps I did before. Dip, dip, drip, drip, let sit. Now it's yellow, yellow time. Dipping it in for the 3rd time. Now it's green on a green screen. It's gonna look weird if you know what I mean. I use Manic Panic, Electric Lizard. She's gonna be scissored, applied like a wizard, cause that's what I am, if you know what I mean. Using Arctic Fox, cause I'm so clean. A little bit of pastelizer, dilute the color. You know I'm that big, ain't no other. Put her in the pot, drip, 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 drop. Ooh, damn, that's hot. Rainbow color for thoughts. Now that I'm finished with that section, I'm going to move on to the top of the hair. I wanted to frame my face, so I dipped the front part of the hair into the yellow. Then I dipped the base of the hair into the pot, making sure to add more pastel pink to get a nice, vibrant payoff. Then I took little strands of hair and dyed them pastel blue. I wanted to capture the grit that we often see in Vaporwave aesthetics. Once I was finished processing the hair, I snipped a little bit off the ends to make her look more healthy. Then I commenced straightening. I straightened the hair to make her look once again more healthy and to tame the frizzles. Now it's time to commence texturizing. First, I start by framing the face with the front part of the hair and creating the classic beautiful S-curl. Proceeding to the rest of the hair, I randomize the curl pattern, curling inwards, then outwards, then waving the hair to create a deeper sense of dimension. The hair is synchronized. Commence coloring the lace. I'm going to blend it into my skin. Melt the lace using my own personal foundation. Proceed to cut off the excess lace, avoiding the adult hairs. Commence coloring once more for seamlessness. Once satisfied, processing is completed.
I have reviewed a different Asteria hair wig before. It was my Bad Blonde Baby Bob. It was beautiful, gorgeous. I didn't even have to pluck anything. All I had to do was color that lace, babe, and leave the house. Amazing. The house. And this wig does not disappoint either. I'd say it's just as good as my Bad Blonde Baby Bob. If you look closer, the lace is pre-plucked. That's why all I had to do in order to melt it into my skin is simply color the lace and glue it to my forehead. So as I said before, I didn't do any plucking, and that includes this part. What you see is what you get. And I also didn't want to do any plucking because I wanted to do something like this. I wanted to have a free part. I mean, right now she's a little stiff because she's set in her ways. But if I wanted to, I could spray a little bit of water right here at the root and just simply pull her over to the side to give her more of a comb over, if this is what you would call it. I don't know what you would call it. Or if I wanted to do an S curl, I could do one, and it would really create a lot of layer and dimension. And that's really what I wanted to focus on, as I said before, when I was creating this wig, is I wanted to create a lot of layers, dimensions, and colors. And this is my first real hair rainbow wig, and I have to say, I did pretty damn good. I did pretty damn good dyeing this hair. Like, this is excellent work. And all I needed was a pot of hot water and some hair dye. My only complaint about this hair, and this is usually the most frequent one, is it doesn't cover my sideburn. Now I've started to realize in order to do that, the wig has to be specially custom to fit your head. And these wigs aren't, but it reaches it close enough, you know? I only have just a little bit of hair peeking out. When I first got this hair, since it is a 613 blonde wig, it was a little bit dry. I will not lie. She came to me a little frizzy. I was a little worried at first, but then I remembered that the Bad Blonde Baby Bob was also a little bit frizzy. So I didn't have problems with that one either. So I figured I might as well just go ahead and dye this wig. And after I dyed it, she smoothed right out. As you can see, she has a little bit of sheen to her. And that is because the dye I used, some of the dyes that I used, have conditioner in them because they are pastel. So it conditioned the wig as well as dyeing her. And then just to smooth out those flyaways just a little bit, I added some hair oil. 5 out of 5 Nicki Minaj's. Way to go, Asteria Hair, for once again delivering another high quality, gorgeous 613 wig. And if you guys would like to check out this hair, make sure to go down below in the description to check it out. So now is the time. You know what time it is. For me to give you a little hairography. So until next time, it's been me, Miles J, and I'm going back into the void. Bye.